So the update that I have is that I am in the process of getting a quote for the storyboard for the demo training materials. And basically, the company that we're working with has done training materials for Skylight. And then the other update, which Bob was on this call, he was the one that did the demo with African parks in Bazaruto in Mozambique. And they had a really positive impression, as they should, because O-Fish is awesome. And so they're excited to use that. And this might be an opportunity for us to integrate into to Earth Ranger. And so Earth Ranger is one of those APIs that it would be great to see how the two interact with each other. So the ball's in their court. They basically just need to give us some emails and passwords to go into that, the test site that we basically put together. So that's it for my updates. That's nothing new has been happening on the Namibia. They've been out at sea, but not using the app. Or I've pinged them to find out how things are going with that, and I haven't heard back yet. And I have reached out a couple of times to the Cocos folks as far as helping them get on board with loading the app on their machines. And right now, as far as the test in Mexico, Marcel is just waiting for some things he's working on other projects there before setting him up for the Mexico trial.
Great. That all sounds pretty cool.
Yes.
So is the storyboard for the product demo for anything in particular? It's just kind of an overview, or it's only for kind of integrating with, I forget the name of it already.
It's basically just going to be like a demo overview of what the typical steps of aborting and searching for the vessels and that sort of thing. Something that we can send to people that doesn't really have a lot of language, that it's just the visuals of how the app works, maybe something that could be pretty international so that anybody can understand the interworkings of what the app does. And just have like a few different modules of how to do a boarding and how to search for a vessel and that sort of thing.
Yeah, general use. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was just like a marketing tool that Greg had, this other company, Skylight, is part of the Allen Institute, and it's one of their offshoot companies. So he thought maybe we could get it for free or, something. And again, just little marketing tool rather than just, we send people the one pager, and just have something a little bit more, like Karima said, kind of visual, just to run through how the app works.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Do you guys want an update and some demos and things?
Yeah.
All righty. Let's start with Android, and I'll share my screen with the Android emulator. I did actually get iPhone working to emulate. I got the iPhone working that I could actually connect it to my computer and see things, so I don't have to try to put a camera near anything. So you can see the emulator here, right? So what do we have? Okay. First off, if I want to go change my profile picture, I can. So I change it here. I take a picture. Boom. And now that's my profile picture. It was my face before, although I changed it like earlier today. And this being an emulator doesn't have all the photos and stuff on it. So okay, what else? Nothing dark mode. So I'm gonna close that, but you can see that has changed there too. Okay. So we're going to board a vessel, board anything, and let's see. Board that vessel. Okay, so if we head off to vessel, pre-fill, actually, I do want to do this just to, okay. So we've got the vessel information and down here, last delivery date. It doesn't let you pick a date after today. That's new. It used to allow you to pick any date, but now it's grayed out if it's after today. The business, when we did this new business was at the bottom of the list, which is very frustrating because you want to see it at the top of the list, right? It's either in here or it's not. And it was on the top of the list for iPhone. So new business is now here at the top. And the last change on Android, oops, keep editing, is if we go to violation, we now have, if we have a violation that we're giving out, we now have to issue it to someone. It says this field is now required, and it's required like other things are required. So that is Android. All right, so we're going to stop that. Then we're going to come here. I'm going to do that. Haha. Okay. So I think what I need to do is I need to share my whole screen first. Share the whole screen. Then do the sharing. Okay, can you see, it says screen mirroring, SKC 2021 MVP. I also can't
Yes.
see you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see
Great.
that.
So if you're nodding, then that's not going to work.
Now you're a beautiful family. Oh, now
There we
back to
go.
that.
Okay. So on iOS, there's a lot of dark mode changes. So actually, yep, there we go. Look, my photo changed. It was my face, and now it's that checkerboard thing. So it synced really fast. So I'm going to go not at sea, and I'm going to go into dark mode. And there's a bunch of dark mode fixes here. So first of all, the map looks beautiful. That's something that was changed. Some of the map things weren't very visible. When we go to find records, the name of the vessel wasn't always, you couldn't see it because the name of the vessel was still like black. When you went in here into this, there were a couple of things on this screen. The map, for example, didn't render at all. And some of the other things didn't render. Now everything, you can see everything here. So that is it. So that's vessel profile. Oh, and also once you board the vessel, the basic info, again, the map wasn't showing. The latitude and longitude were in a darker font, so you couldn't see them. And then specifically the vessel profile had some things that were not shown. I think it was the EMS type or something. The fonts were weird. So now it is better. So the other thing is,
That looks really great.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Mhm.
If I go to save and finish later, it says the maximum number of drafts cannot be more than 10. So I'm going to cancel that boarding. And you can see I have 10 draft boardings here because I set you up for this. So now you can't save that 10th boarding.
Nice.
And then the last thing, which is why I did iOS last, is that when I log out, it tells me, if I log out, all draft boardings will be deleted. And it now actually does that on
Wow.
iOS.
Amazing.
So, oops, if I go, yeah. Or probably see me typing my password, but who cares? Okay, and then log in. Oh, invalid email or password. Oh, you can't see me typing it in. I'll type it in
No.
more.
Cannot see you typing.
You can't even see the little like balls and how many characters there are. There we go. So now we have 0 draft boardings.
Wow, cool.
And if I wanted to change, oh, right. I can't actually change my profile picture in the iOS app. So that's something that we're going to do. So those are the changes we have.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah. Very exciting.
And then
Very,
as
very
far
good.
as the web portal, have there been any updates as far as that?
No, there's been work done, but I have to, there was a lot of testing to be done with the filtering, and I haven't started that yet because I was dealing with not being able to get the iPhone working and the Android stuff and whatever.
Okay, okay. Wow, well, that's definitely progress, which is awesome. One thing I wanted to ask about was as far as our, we set aside, I think it was the $32,000 budget to have the work done. And I know we're just like starting with the mobile apps, but can you give me an idea of like a percentage wise, like how big of a chunk have we paid out so far?
Oh, what a
You're
great
still
question.
screen mirroring, Sherry.
Oh.
So
I'm still screen mirroring. Okay.
yeah, there
Great.
you go.
I mean, I was literally just going to the developers and seeing things, but there you go. Hopefully it wasn't anything weird. Oh, and I probably still want to mirror the screen here anyway, right? So we've got Ofish work priorities, share. So if we go to iOS, let's see. A bunch of these things were closed. There we go. Here we go. Like should not be able to save more than 10 boardings. That was finished. Tab navigation, delete draft boardings when you log out, right? That was done. Fix dark mode was done.
Awesome.
You know, and a lot of, you know, so when you're talking about like how much of the like critical and high priority things, really we've done all of the critical things. Like we have disable dark mode, but we don't need to disable it because it's fine, right? It's or fix it.
Mhm.
So I'm going to strike through that. The avatar functionality is going to be next. It's just that was a kind of a complicated thing. So I wanted to give them tasks like look at dark mode and whatever, so they can get familiar with the code base, right? Before they do complicated things. So really the big things are this and the MPA functionality, right? And there's still a couple of like high, right, critical going through crash reports. Again, I want them to be familiar with the code base first, but we're basically, you know, if you want to say number of tasks, you know, it's probably 20%, but number of like critical and high tasks, it's most of them. Does that help, or do you want more detailed than that? Because I can actually do numbers if you want.
No, that's sufficient. I think, you know, it was more about like what kernel of the $32,000 have we depleted? You know, are we still on track to have that amount of money be enough for everything we need to finish?
I think so, but I can check. I'll have to go and look at the invoices and just make a little spreadsheet of how much we've paid so far.
Okay, yeah, that would be awesome.
Because it really is like, you know, I kind of was like, I feel like I've been doing this for like 2.5 months, and we said it would be like a month, right? And of course, the mobile developers just started.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention is that I've been working with the grants officer at WellSaidLabs to put in a letter of intent for a Cisco grant for $75,000. And so that hopefully will cover some of the cost of this development and also the the implementation in Cocos and so forth, and just the expansion in different places and the training materials. That's what it's supposed to cover. So hopefully there'll be a little nest egg from that.
Yeah. Great. That's all I have.
Great.
Cool.
All right. Well, enjoy your nap, Bob. And
I have
Take
another
one for
call at
me.
11, so it's
oh
good.
no.
I'll,
Okay.
Once that one's done, I'll try and sneak one in.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a
All
good.
right. Good seeing everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good seeing you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Sherry.